Welcome to the Aerospike Summit. We will first go over the various product-related themes that Aerospike has been working on for the last year, so that you have an introduction as to what you can expect to hear at this summit. We have expanded our transactional workloads by supporting more of the nested complex data types, as well as probabilistic data types like hyperlog-log, which was released just recently. All of this should allow developers to handle many document-oriented use cases on Aerospike that you were not able to use even last year. Aerospike has also invested in better integration with other analytics systems, while also improving the core product to implement better and more parallel scans. This allows better Spark integration and scalability of integrated analytics solutions using Aerospike. As a transactional database, Aerospike has invested quite a bit in expanding our transactional systems to go beyond an individual site by using multi-site clustering. This allows Aerospike to be used as an active-active, always-on system in various deployments. Expanding on our existing XDR with a new implementation based on last update time, Aerospike can support geo-distributed data management for use in GDPR and CCPA configurations. As more and more deployments expand on the cloud, Aerospike is there to help you with it. We have released already a number of foundational components to help deploy Aerospike easier on the cloud, including Kubernetes, Prometheus, and Grafana for monitoring and management. Aerospike continues to invest in our basics, speed, scale, and consistency features, as you will see by looking at the product features that I'm going to talk about in a second. At Aerospike Summit this year, we're announcing Aerospike Database 5. The key important feature here is the expansion of our clustering scheme to work beyond a single site through multi-site clustering. What this allows businesses to do is to run a transaction which is distributed globally. So a single change that happens anywhere in the business is immediately available globally, thus allowing them to run a completely true active-active system with conflict avoidance. Such a system brings pretty much all of the advantages of Aerospike's low read latency, as well as the low TCO to bear on such transaction systems. The XDR implementation with last update time essentially eliminates the digest log. And what this allows Aerospike to do is, first of all, have a much simpler system and also more dynamic configurations to allow Aerospike to act as an active-active data hub, linking both systems of record along with edge systems. From a software developer point of view, the various features of Aerospike, including hyperlog-log, complex data types, scan parallelism, are going to help us develop better and better applications. If you look at the Aerospike's work in the core product in 2019, there are components including compression, as well as security enhancements, which are necessary for enterprise deployments, as well as hardware acceleration support for Intel's ADQ and persistent memory, as well as the scan by partitions, which I talked about. All of this helps developers handle a wider set of use cases, including multi-level complex data types, bitwise operations, running an operation with a predicate across any of the database operations that are allowed, background scans, paginated scans, for example, as well as handling large amounts of data with a small data footprint using hyperlog-log, for example. On the ecosystem side, we've added a number of connectors in 2019, as well as the ability to work with various cloud providers. In addition, Aerospike is able to, most recently, we have added support for Kubernetes, Connect for Spark, and Kafka connectors and JMS connectors. All of this enables Aerospike to work well with analytic system, for example, the Spark combined with the Scan, as well as deploy easier on the cloud. And we continue to make progress on this. So please do check out the various training sessions that are available in Aerospike at the summit. And I'd like to introduce Tom Meese, who will give you a more detailed view on how to make these trainings useful for yourself. Thank you.
Great, thank you, Srini. Hi, everybody, I'm Tom Meese. I run our client services group here at Aerospike. We've got 19 different sessions that we've put together for you over the next 3 days. 17 of those are courses, so those are 40-minute sessions with some Q&A at the end. We do have 2 deep dive workshops. I'll cover that content in a second and those titles. But we want to go through some 2 different topics at a pretty low level and get you exposed to some of those topics. We do have surveys, and so we ask anytime you attend a session, please fill out one of those surveys. Helps us to figure out what to do better. And just an example, I'll walk through a couple of these topics of the courses. This isn't everything we're offering, but it's a few things. We organize things over by operational topic and by development topic. So on the operational side, we just announced XDR5, and so we'll walk you through some of the changes there. We do also want to cover all flash, really deployment technologies, deployment sizes, how to scale all flash. 2 courses on Intel technologies, one on PMEM, persistent memory, and the other one on ADQ. We did just introduce the Kubernetes operator for GKE, so we got a course dedicated to that. And then rounding off with a course on Grafana and Prometheus and really how to integrate that monitoring into your Aerospike solution. On the development side, I mentioned 2 workshops. So we're going to focus on machine learning and then document and oriented data modeling. 2, as I said, 80-minute sessions. We'll get pretty deep in there, pretty exciting stuff. And then we round out with some multi-region cloud architectures. So how you take a cluster, say across different regions, maybe across different zones. Aerospike Cloud Foundations, again, that's from a developer perspective. How do you use Helm charts? How to use Kubernetes? How to use our operator to quickly get an environment up and running? We also dive into how to take time series data and some data modeling techniques for that. And then we also have a course on enterprise data security. So a bunch of other things, but those are some highlights for the next 3 days. Now, when you're in the lobby of our user summit, there's some things you should know about how to navigate. The first one, I'll circle in green here, the breakouts. This is where all of our training courses live. So you want to come into a training session, click on breakouts. And as we go into this, you'll see things organized on 2 different tabs, a developer tab and then an operations tab. This is where you'll select a course and join that in progress. Back out in the lobby, we got a developer hub. Now we've taken Aerospike technical experts and we've got people that are staffing those virtual booths at all times. So if you want to come in and have a chat, have some questions, we've got our developers standing there and ready to work with you. The Ask Aerospike is similar to that. It's another chat session. So if you have any general questions, feel free to jump in Ask Aerospike and post your question in there. Then over the next couple days with the keynote sessions, I'll circle it in green here. Just click on that link, take you right into another catalog for how to get into the sessions. And from that, thank you. Enjoy the next couple days. We've got a lot of great material for you. Thanks, everyone.